I ain't got it.
Nah, I ain't got it. 73 Chevy Cruze on my solo. Solitude been having me on my dolo. Tending to myself, no interviews, hold the promo. Ain't got time to waste. Ooh, that's a no-no.
No.
Dive into my mind. Ish. I speed on that. All right, we ready? All right, they told me to talk like I'm on MTV, so. What's going on, everybody? We got Riqdoe now.
Yeah. I was right there with you. Yeah.
All right, so.
Here at the Flex Space Beach House.
Right. Flex Space Mansions.
Flex
Right.
Space headquarters.
All right, so you are now tuned in to Scrd Live Session
Yes,
1
yes.
featuring myself and Riqdoe.
Riqdoe.
This is part 2 of the session. So we're going to do a live interview for y'all. Y'all going to get to know the artist. So the whole goal of Scrd Live is for artists to have a platform where they could do, you know what I'm saying, they could tell their own story. So it's storytelling live. So I got some questions that I'm going to ask Reek, and then we're going to do an open discussion. So if y'all got questions, y'all can ask us. Cool? All right. So let's kick this thing off. So can you tell us about your musical journey and how you got started?
My musical journey? Well, I'm Riqdoe, everybody. Thanks for being here, you feel me? In my musical journey, I started rapping when I was in 5th grade. No bullshit. And I got y'all. Look, the rap went something like this. I said, I'm gonna catch the beat too. I said, look, this is young Reek speaking. I drink till he's a treat creeping. Pass my mom, ride my bike in the street. Y'all all know. Reek hitting for something. Mathematics. You be the judge, like Judge Mathis. What I say? I'm only in the 5th grade? I read the book. You still on the 5th page? Stop playing. Stop playing. All right, so yeah. Thank you.
Said 5th grade? Okay,
Yeah,
that
that
boy.
was 5th grade. And then from there, I started skateboarding, I started dancing, I started modeling, and then the music was on pause for a second. And then came high school, I locked in with a homie, and we was making music every day. We disconnected, and once I bought my house, I bought all my studio equipment. Matter of fact, let's get on that. So my journey, right, when the pandemic happened, my brother, he bought all this producer shit. And like, to be transparent, I never saw him make a beat. I never saw him dance on rhythm, none of that shit. So he bought producer shit. He like, bro, I'm making beats. And at the time, I was still paying like $60 for a couple of hours at the studio. I'm like, all right, bet my brother gonna make beats. And we was all just locked in playing Call of Duty during the pandemic, smoking weed, FaceTime, and playing Call of Duty.
So you was figuring out something to do with y'all time.
Right. And when I saw he took that step, and I was like, no, I could utilize that as an artist, and I could have my brother a part of everything I'm doing, regardless if he wants to or not. You feel me? Yeah. So I decided to take my couple $100 and buy my studio equipment. I said, bro, you make the beats. Whatever beat you make, I do whatever I can to that joint. And that's how we got right here where we are today at Scrd, at Flex Space with you.
Hey, let's get it. All right, cool. So how would you describe your musical style?
My style, I would say, my style is, I would say, somewhat braggadocious, cause I came from not having much. I ain't gonna say I ain't had nothing, but I ain't had that much. You see what I'm saying? So where I'm at now, I'm just so proud of myself. You feel me? Like, and my style is braggadocious. I like to talk about what I got, what I accomplished, and what I could be. So I would say it's goal oriented. My style is goal oriented. Yeah.
Okay. Would you say you have any artists that have influenced you to write or to create, or even the style of, how you create your music?
Yeah, for sure. One of my favorite artists is a homie out of Chicago, go by the name of Mick Jenkins. I'm sure a couple of you heard of him.
Thank God for the waters.
Yeah, you feel me? Drink some. I like Mick a lot. I like my peers around me. I see a lot of people doing shit that I'm doing, and I feel like I'm right there to be doing just what they doing. You see what I'm saying? Not saying they doing more or less, but I feel like I'm right there. You see what I'm saying? So I get a lot of influence by my peers, folks like you, folks like Plug, Flex Space, and like just by itself. That's where a lot of my motivation comes from, all my inspiration.
Yeah. So would you say? Well, let me ask you this: how would you describe your songwriting process? Like, do you hear the beat first and then you write? Do you write then try to find a beat? Because it's a lot of artists that they have different ways to come about, creating their own masterpiece.
No,
So like,
for
what's
sure.
yours?
I say it varies because sometimes my brother he'll send me a beat and I just listen to it. And it's my brother. He's very unorthodox. So sometimes I might not just jump right onto it. Might let it sit for 2-3 days, 2-3 months, sometimes 2-3 weeks. Or sometimes I'll be like, bro, send me a beat. I just want to write. But when it comes down to putting my thumbs to my phone and really writing those words, it's the beats for the most part. I gotta listen to the beat and just go from there. Cause then it give me the story for the most part. It give me what type of attitude I'ma have, what type of demeanor I'ma carry, and how much shit I'ma talk. Like, yeah, that's how I go about it. Like,
All right, boom. So segueing from the writer's process, right? What was I about to ask you? How do you handle writer's block, or do you even believe in writer's block at all?
I don't want to say I believe in it, but I also don't want to say I don't believe in it. It's been times I thought I had writer's block, but on the same type of time, like I roll some bud, I watch some cartoons, I go irritate my girl, and it's like, all right, I'm there now. Like, I just think of some shit. Like, I don't like to write about fictional shit, so when it come down to imagining shit, I take some imagination and try to make it realistic. Like, all right, if I see XYZ, how can I make that into my real life? So where though I'm saying these lyrics and I'm not lying in this back room. You see what I'm saying? Like, I want to really say some shit that I feel is the truth when I say it, so I'm not second guessing the bars. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I deal with writer's block. I don't. I don't. Like,
Yo, shout out to you. All right, so one thing that you mentioned during your performance was that like you perform the best when you by yourself in your space,
for sure.
right?
For sure.
So I would say whether that's in that space or in front of a live audience, what's your favorite thing about performing live?
Live, I would say, is the feel, the energy. Like, cause I'm not really tuned in with looking in the crowd, locking in with that one person, or just letting the room go black. Or I feel what they feel. Like, what I'm saying up here, what I'm doing right here on this rug, on the stage, on the fucking big screen. I gotta feel what y'all going. So then when I'm on what I'm on, it keep building up because I see y'all with me. Whether y'all on some, oh my niggas be, or you just like, he's saying some shit. Cause a lot of times the music I make is to be relaxed to, roll your bud, and just vibe out. You see what I'm saying? No bullshit.
Drive around
yeah,
too.
drive around. Like,
Yeah.
shit, no bullshit. Sometimes you might fall asleep, wake up, roll up and do it again. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that's my whole MO.
Yeah. So in your music, you talk a lot about, the life that you built for yourself. You talk a lot about creating with your friends and your credit. We know Riq want good credit.
Credit is heavy.
So how do you balance music and your personal life? And do they ever conflict, or do they just go hand in hand?
They go hand in hand because for the most part, I'm a homebody. I'm in the crib. I play the game with my boys. I go to work, and then I come back home and do my music. So when it comes to putting two and two together, it's just natural because it's not like I'm really outside too much. I call my guys on the phone. We FaceTime. That's all I need. Hey, bro, send me a beat. Hey, bro, hop on Call of Duty. Like, that's all it is to it. So that's how I mesh everything together. My world is my girl. She at my crib. My dog at the crib. I'm cool. Like, you feel me? Like, shout out to me. For sure. For sure.
What is one message or feeling that you want your listeners to take away from the music that you create?
That's not even a hard question because in my head I'm like, damn, how am I gonna answer this? No, I would say honesty, transparency. Like it's easy to try to copy the next motherfucker you admire, but if you being yourself, can't nobody else do that shit. So with my music, I'm just gonna say exactly how I feel, and I get that off the strength of I make it in my own solitude, my comfort of my house. You see what I'm saying? So when it's time to put out something, it's not like, damn, how they gonna feel about this? It's like, nigga, you wrote this, you recorded this for a reason. Do what you please with it and move along. What's next? So let's do it. Like I don't worry too much about anything.
Yeah.
For the most part.
So would you say that the way that you was raised contributes to that as well as how you conduct yourself in your music?
Yeah, because I got a stern ass mom, but she real chill and relaxed, and she always told me just ain't no reason to lie to her.
Yeah.
And And if I'm not lying, like this, it might sound weird, but if I don't feel like I'm about to get in trouble and lie to my mom, fuck everybody outside her doors. You see what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, cause what the fuck is you gonna do? My mom would have did it already.
You got validation. In the
Yeah,
crib.
I'm stamped. I'm cool. Like
Yeah.
I ain't worrying about nothing. I'm gonna just stay very transparent with my emotions. I feel like a lot of men be scared to be emotional or put their emotions on their sleeve. Like this how I feel at the time. Fuck all that. Like I am my emotions. Like
Do you feel like you got that confidence solely from your mom, or would you say that it also has something to do with your environment?
my environment, my peers around me, because I just always want to push the envelope that it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to say what you want, be who you feel, and move accordingly. Because if you respect motherfuckers that's around you that you hang out with, then you're gonna let them niggas know, yo, this how I feel. You feel me? This is what's the issue. Nigga, help me, or nigga, just stay off because I'm on my own shit right now. You feel me? Like, that's all it is. It don't hurt to talk to nobody. But black men don't feel like they could talk to motherfuckers. So I'm the motherfucker I'm gonna talk my head the fuck off. I'm gonna talk your head the fuck off. Everybody, you feel me? Turn the mic off. Mic on die, because I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna talk. I got some shit to say to everybody all the time.
Yeah.
Because I came from this and now I'm this. I ain't saying I had nothing, but I came from there and I elevated. I ain't up there, but I elevated and I did it in front of niggas like, look, this was possible. And I ain't got everything, but I got enough to keep going for another 20 years.
Shout out. Can we snap it up for that?
Please, like, come on, stop playing. Like, that's heavy. I'm not lying to y'all.
So what would be one piece of advice that you would give to people that tune into your music and just anybody that's aspiring to be, you know, a musician, full-time musician, and go, you know what I'm saying, take it all the way with their career?
Step out your comfort zone. Like, I rapped my whole life. Once I put my studio in the back of my crib, I started singing. Like, I said, bro, listen to this. The nigga said, bro, you can't sing. That shit hard, bro. Play that shit again. Like, you're not about to tell me I can't sing. That's my brother. Like, but on the same type time, I know I can't sing, but when I'm in my back room, you can't tell me what I can't do. Like,
It's like singing in the shower.
You feel me?
Or in your car.
Or on the toilet. You're gonna
Straight up.
sing. Like, you're
Hit
going
them
to
notes.
sing.
I
Like,
know I hit that shit.
why you in there acting crazy? My girl be like, babe, come on. I'm trying. Listen to me. I sound just like her. Because I'm always singing some bitch ass songs. I sound just like her, babe. Like, no
You
bullshit.
be in your R&B bag?
In my bag all the time. Like, I'm just a loud individual. I just like
Yeah.
running around being loud. Not really obnoxious, but I just like being loud. Like, yeah.
What would you say is your dream collab or collabs?
My dream collabs.
Top 3 or top 5 if you had 5.
I probably got 5, but I don't want to think too long. And two of them guys passed. Rest in peace to Nip. And I'm only saying Nip not on some bandwagon shit, but I like where he was going with his message and all that. And other guy, hear me out. Larry Lovestein. That's one of Mac Miller's alter egos. He got one of the best fucking soulful albums out there. It's like 4 or 5 soulful tracks. Type it, find it. It might only be mixtape. You gotta find it online, something. But type in the Larry Lovestein. I wanted to collab with him, but that nigga passed too. Like the alter ego did. So rest in peace to Mac. Yeah. Anybody living? Oh shit. The homie I went to high school with, Free Soul. I don't know if niggas know him, but he went crazy, and I just like everything he doing and how solid he is and his foundation and everything he got going on. Cause I be watching niggas like that nigga used to live around the corner from me, and now I don't know what he doing, but he doing that shit. So I like that. Another person I would say, No Name. She go crazy cause she
Definitely go crazy.
She talk sense into niggas on some like, listen to me. I ain't gotta go crazy. I ain't gotta do all the goofy shit. I don't gotta go viral. But if you hear me, you gonna hear me. Like, I caught on a No Name during the pandemic, probably a little before the pandemic. But her shit was crazy. Yeah. And that's what's that, 4?
Yeah, that's 4.
Shit,
So you
Nick
got-
Cannon, fuck it. No, I'm fucking with you.
I was like, oh
Nick
shit.
Cannon, fuck it. No, I ain't gonna go Nick Cannon.
Shout out to Nick Cannon though. If
'Cause,
you see
yeah.
this, you know what I'm saying?
Shout
No
out to
shade,
him
ain't
and
no
his
beat, you know what I'm
tribe.
saying? Shout out to you and
Shout
Wildin'
out
Out,
to-
you feel me? You know what I'm saying? We don't want no smoke
Shout
with
out
Nick
to
Cannon.
Nick Cannon, you feel me? I got jokes, nigga. Real shit, no. We don't need all 30 of them coming at niggas. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool. We love Nick because I know every beat from Drumline too. I was trying to show my girl that the other day. I had the pencils and shit on her, and I just learned CPR at my job, so I had the pencils on the CPR
But do
pamphlet.
you know the last rule of the rule book?
Come on, stop playing.
What's the rule?
Any
Hell no.
they would have cut my shit. They would have cut my shit. I would have left. I would have
If
beat
you do
motherfucker.
not read this rule book, your head will be shaved.
I thought I had to say it a certain way, but I would have fucked up anyway though. I knew that part. Shave that shit. Yeah.
All right, give me one more. I mean, unless you wanna stamp Nick Cannon right there.
He fuck out of here.
No
Fuck
shade
out
to
of
Nick
here.
Still.
Somebody I want to collab with, right? I'm gonna say my man Top. That nigga, we been in the studio a couple of times. We done made music, and he just never followed through. So I want him to follow through with some, cause he heavy with his lyrics.
He do got flows. I heard
He got flows. He got cadences, and he got some shit to tell. He got a bunch of stories to tell.
Yeah.
And he got new stories to tell too. So it's like I want to see him do something crazy. Shout out to Top.
All right, I got one more question, and then we gonna open up the Q&A so we could just have dialogue.
Let's go.
What is your ultimate goal as an artist and an artist out of Philadelphia?
Ooh, so I'm gonna start with the artist out of Philadelphia. An artist out of Philadelphia. We gonna sidebar that because I'm in the county, you know what I'm saying? So that's right off 63rd. You get to 69th Street, that's the county, and then from out there it's a bunch of little inmates, but I'm out there. So what I'm saying is my ultimate goal is I want motherfuckers to see that I'm saying whatever I want, I'm doing it, and it's the same place that they looking for their favorite artist at. Shit not hard to find. And I was niggas' neighbors, you see what I'm saying? So you could do the shit too, opposed to doing the goofy shit that niggas think is decent, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna keep going off that. I don't want to. What was the other part?
Just your ultimate goal as an artist.
My ultimate goal as an artist, I want to be the biggest low-key artist I could be. Like, no bullshit.
Hey,
like,
shout out to that. Snap it up for Rick.
I want a bunch of money, but it's really, I don't even want to say it's not about the money because I definitely need the money, want the money. But on the same type time, I want to be so big that, like, I want 40 mixtapes. You feel me? I want to do a bunch of shows that niggas like, damn, how he doing shows? That nigga got 2 albums, but that nigga got 40 mixtapes. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want to be able to just not worry about shit when I wake up. Everybody do that. What you need, I got you. But I don't want to be like the artist that pay for 12 families. That's weird to me. I got
12 families?
I don't know. I done heard about it. Watch an interview. Them niggas be, I done paid for my mom, and my grandma said she needed some.
Oh, that's what you mean.
Yeah, but like I don't want to do my cousin's mom. Like I love my aunties, but like I got my own. You see what I'm saying? But that's besides the point. I was just getting off, whatever. But the ultimate goal is to just be successful, but still be able to go to Walmart. Like I don't want to
just walk through there without motherfuckers following you.
And I want to be successful. They be like, damn, he got a Honda. Yeah, y'all know how Cole ride a bike. I want to do shit like that. Like he big successful, but they respect him enough he could ride a bike.
Yeah. I
want to do that. I'm not gunning for J. Cole. I got bars for him, but I ain't gunning for him.
Not like you did Nick Cannon.
Yeah. No, I'm trashing Nick. Respect for Nick, cause niggas wasn't seeing him on that AMP. Like AMP, shout it.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't know that song.
My fault. It's a tuba thing, shout it. Okay. I got drumline bars for days. Stop playing with me.
Yeah, nah. I just know one band, one sound. All right, so can we get some snaps for Rick real quick? All right, so this part, we're going to open the floor up to y'all to ask questions. You can ask me a question. You can ask Rick a question. Rick, you can ask me some questions if you got any. Maybe we should pass this mic around. So if you got questions.
Wait, before we pass the mic, can I start with my questions?
Yes.
I like it. I love it. All right, so bet. This thing's sacred. Where did it come from? Because when I was told about it, I was very honored. I was hyped. I was overwhelmed. Like I still got to text my grandma from 3 days ago. Her birthday was 3 days ago. I was that hyped. Like, yo, I got something to do. Like, where did sacred come from?
So Diego actually came up with the platform entirely. I'm not sure why he named it Sacred. But what I will say is, Scrd has a few layers to it. It's a channel, like BT. Scrd Live is, like I was telling you before, it's a storytelling platform. So me and Plug, we politic a lot, you know what I'm saying? We be getting real deep in our philosophy and all that. But I was just telling him, like, it's a bunch of people that curate shows and they curate experiences, but it's very rare that you actually get to hear the artist talk and have a conversation with that person, like, while they still have the floor. So a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, people will have their shows, and if you see an artist that's dope, afterwards you might go up to them, but it also might be another artist that's about to perform after them or before them, or the artist sometimes just straight up leave after the show.
Right.
So I wanted to create a space for artists to be able to tell their story in front of a live audience that follows their live performance with music. You know what I mean? Because I think it's important for us to talk about our journeys. And a lot of times it's like, especially with local artists, we're not just sitting around doing interviews all the time. So it's like we don't have that same level of I guess visibility that a lot of bigger artists have when they going on the radio, they do their interviews, they go on podcasts, do their interviews.
That tour run type shit.
Exactly. Right. So it's like, just creating a platform for local artists. I don't even want to say local artists. I just want to say artists in general to be able to tell their story, you know what I'm saying, and be able to do that in front of an intimate audience where you don't really feel that pressure of it being so many people and you got to talk to a whole bunch of motherfuckers, you know what I mean? So
I feel like the intimate part of it help you focus on the quality of the performance and the show.
For sure.
What made you wanted to do intimate opposed to just, come see a Scrd new platform? You see what I'm saying? Like, what made you want to have it small? Like, is it more so you could focus on what's going down? Like, explain that.
Yeah, I'm a people person. I like having genuine connections with people. I feel like it's a lot of shit that be superficial and motherfuckers just be caring about like the clout, you know what I'm saying? Or like the notoriety, but to really have a genuine connection with somebody, to me, is the most important thing, because there's longevity in that. Yeah. So if we have, 15 people in a room, 30 people in a room, it's more likely that you'll actually meet more people than if you was performing at a show that had 1,000 people.
Right.
I also just came off a tour, so I personally didn't even want to interact with a bunch of motherfuckers. I was kind of like, I'm burnt out from energy exchanges, so I wanted it to be something that was real chill, that people could also like catch a vibe to and enjoy one another, and make some genuine connections.
Oh, that's dope. I like what we got going on here at Scrd. I think it's a great platform for everybody to come and express themselves and do what it is they want to do, and to be seen by an intimate crowd and have them one-on-one connections with people. I think that's real important. And
that give you the longevity with your fan base, or people that support your music, because they can actually have conversations with you and listen to, your story and figure out who you are, what you about, why you do what you do. And that shit, it's like they say, I think it's like if you got 100 fans, you can literally make a living off that.
Right. They call them forever fans.
Exactly. So we want to create those spaces for people to have, lifelong connections and supporters. I don't know if you like the word fans. I don't, but fans.
It's higher possibilities with the intimacy.
Exactly.
I like that.
Exactly.
I like that. So we could start this Q&A for you guys. You want to pass the mic around?
All right, so my question is, did anybody ever tell you remind them of Big Sean?
Boy. Yeah, I was hearing that, and I got on a bucket hat. I used to do the snapbacks. I had a little low cut, the fade, and all that shit. And I used to rap fast, and after my brother said that shit, high school, it got played out. Like, I fuck with Big Sean. That is my guy. I'm not a Detroit nigga, none of that type shit, but I like his rap style, his cadence, all that shit. But like, that's I appreciate that for being your first question.
Yeah, well, you got like this laid back swag.
Oh, all right.
So it give me Big Sean vibes where you and I heard you on one of your songs. You was definitely rolling the dice a little bit.
Yeah.
Just syllables.
Yeah. I be trying shit because I like to step out of my element and just do shit I never did before because I'm in my own crib. Like I don't use no crazy plugins and nothing like that. I just like to make my voice do whatever the fuck I hear in my mind and go from there. Like so, like no, I now I really do appreciate your Big Sean comment because like. I don't be outside much, so I don't get to hear motherfuckers like, oh, he chill boy, like he look cool, like all that cool shit. So I respect that, sir.
Solid. Can you explain to me who my brother is, and is that actually your brother?
What, bro? That's my brother. That's my real brother, bro. Like, but on the same type time, he your brother. He plug brother. He my brother. He everybody brother. That nigga make beats. He do everything. Like he's one of the most creative motherfuckers I know. He the reason why I get so steezy because I was like, damn, how you do that? And I be like, I could do it better because it's in my mind. That's my brother. So we competing. So that's my brother. That's my brother. Like wherever you need a beat, that's my brother.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I need a beat, my brother.
There he ain't got
My
you.
brother.
Plug him
From
in.
another mother. What's up?
His brother, VA.
EA. So is that like Virginia or is that?
No, that's my brother. That's just how we spell it. M-A. He spell it M-A, but I spell it, I don't know why, M-A-H-B-R-O-V-A, because that's how I say it in my
brother.
English, my brother. You feel me? Like, I ain't.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid. The Riz is real.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody got some questions? Let's pass the mic. Coach. Coach a dope dude, by the way.
Coach look cool
can
and
we-
shit. Like,
Coach is a cool ass dude.
yeah,
Like,
when you said I was cool like Big Sean, I said, I'm cool like Coach. I'm cool like
Coach
Coach.
cool as shit. For real. You got any Coach? What's up, man?
I always do the same shit. What's up, everybody? I'm Coach. But shit, you cool, we cool. Me and Nep already got a joint together. My brother can cook us up a joint, and when can I get that feature?
Oh, it's whenever. When I hear the beat that you and my brother create, or I could sit in there and help y'all cook it up. It's a go.
This is what Scrd is for. So we gonna get that joint. When I do my Scrd, we gonna perform that joint.
All right, bet it. You like it, I love it. Yep. I like it.
Anybody else got a question?
That shit icy.
Hey, what's good? Want
What's
to
up,
say
though? My fault, gang. I got the light in front of me. I couldn't see it.
those performances first, amazing, by the way. I just want to give both of you guys your flowers. So let's snap it up for them one more time.
Crazy.
So I'm just gonna throw this question. Either you guys, if you feel compelled to answer it, just go ahead and answer it. What does sacrifice mean to you?
I'll jump on that. Sacrifice. That's a real broad question. But when it comes down to sacrifice, I always think of like life or death type shit. So when it comes down to me, when I think of sacrificing, I think of myself, not like an object or a person, place, or thing. I think of myself. I wouldn't sacrifice myself for anything because I got goals, I got plans, and I got a lot of inspiration and inspiring to do. Like, don't mind me for looking at the ground. I got the light in front of me. Fucking, yeah, I don't, when I think of sacrifice, I think of infinity because I don't see me sacrificing anything that I want to do or anything I plan to do to a smaller level to appease to someone else or some other object or person or something like that. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how I feel about it. How about you, Nut?
Great question, Nick. When I think about sacrifice, I feel like for where I'm at right now in my life, like I think about boundaries and non-negotiables, right? So your boundaries are basically like things that, you know, you kind of put up walls around to protect yourself, really. And then your non-negotiables is just shit that you just won't deal with, you know, in your life, you know, and things that you won't compromise for. So, just having those two things in mind, I feel like currently, like, sacrifice, I'm not gonna say it's everything, but it's a big part of my life because, you know, it's certain habits that I've had to sacrifice. Like I stopped smoking weed a year ago because I felt like I wasn't exactly where I wanted to be. So it wasn't really no point in me like continuing to spend money on that shit. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you gotta sacrifice relationships. Like if you around people that don't necessarily align with where you are currently and where you going, sometimes you gotta distance yourself. You know, it's all with love, but it's like you are just as strong as the people that's around you. So if you motivated and you going, you know what I'm saying, you got some good momentum, but all the people around you don't really want to do shit, that's not gonna help you. You get what I'm saying? So, sacrificing habits, sacrificing relationships, and yeah, sometimes also sacrificing thought patterns. You get what I'm saying? Cause like as you mature and get older, you realize that like certain thoughts that you have really just be habitual thoughts. Like sometimes it's things that other people have constantly said to you. Sometimes it's things that you just be hearing all the time. But when you really get in tune with yourself and you are confident about, what it is that you want for yourself, you kind of like shut off all of those other things. You know what I'm saying? Block out those negative voices. So, I agree with Reek on the sense of like, I don't feel compelled in no way to sacrifice the things that I want for myself for anything else, But I think that sacrifice, because it is a broad question, but just like to open it up in that way, like, yeah.
I think your point on it was like real decent because it opened my eyes. Like, yo, I sacrificed so much. Like, I really sacrificed so much to be in the position I'm at. You feel me? Like, I done had shitty jobs. I done did a lot of shitty shit and sacrifice freedom, my livelihood. Shitty shit that was hard, right? Shitty shit. I done sacrificed a lot. So, like, I think your take on the question really opened my eyes, whereas though like you do gotta sacrifice a lot. But on the same type of time, to piggyback off what I was saying, I believe that everything that's meant for me, it happens around me, it comes for me, I go toward it. So like I don't look at anything that I did that was a negative in my life as a negative. They say it's a lesson. So like I don't really feel like I sacrificed. If I took that L, I took a L, but that was it was for me. You feel me? Like that's how I felt about that question. That was a good question, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I really like the take on it because both of y'all basically spoke from like a positive perspective where it comes like feeling of cleansing, getting rid of all the things that's not going to serve you. And also when you're sacrificing or when you're in tune with something you really love, you're not really sacrificing anything. You're just in it for the pursuit and you don't feel as if you're at any type of loss. So Appreciate your answers.
For sure.
Who's next?
Sacrifice, that shit come with growth, But yeah.
Hey y'all, I'm Sage, and I have 2 questions for the both of you.
Hey, you wrote yours in your phone.
I did. So my first one is, what influences your musical versatility? That's the first one.
Is that for anybody in particular?
Anyone who wants to go first?
All right. What influences my musical versatility? I feel like for me, it's just like my confidence in myself, because I really be feeling like, the first line that I did in the acapella piece when I first started was, I really think that I'm the greatest. And I really do. So it's like, because of that, I feel like now I've developed this confidence to make me want to try whatever I feel inspired to try, Also, I feel like the artists that have inspired me in my journey, like, Missy Elliott, Timbaland, Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, I feel like they all push the boundaries on what the music industry, especially hip hop, looked like at the time that they, started creating music. And to be in this time, like one of my goals, I don't want to say my goals, but a feeling inside of me is like, I want to be one of the, let me change that statement. I am one of the most influential artists of my generation. So I feel like, just having that, mindset is just like, yo, anything is possible. It's like, it don't matter. You can switch it up whenever you want to switch it up. If you want to sing, you can sing. If you want to rap, you can rap. If you want to put some, crazy like voice inflections on the song, you could do that. So yeah, that's my joint.
Yeah, I like that. That's how I feel too, to a certain extent. My versatility come from the fact that I say nowadays, because before I've been rapping a while. Like even when I wasn't rapping, I still was writing raps. So I would say my versatility come from my brother, because he's the way he make his beats be very unorthodox. So I try to hop out of my comfort zone and catch up to whatever I feel the beat doing. And me personally, like I said, I make all my shit myself, and I don't really do a bad job at it. So I feel like my versatility comes from that, and just the repetitiveness that's in the industry right now. Like everybody doing the same shit, or not even that everybody doing the same shit, but I feel like you know who to go to for a certain sound. And you go to me, you could pick that sound from Riq, you could pick that sound, you could pick that, because I could do it all. Like I could sit in a room with anybody and go. You see what I'm saying? So that's where my versatility comes from. Just the fact that I see everybody not really pushing the envelope to do more of their self. They see what's working, they gonna run with it. But this work too. You feel me? That's what versatility is to me and how I maneuver on it.
Wow, that was beautiful. Thank you both. Oh,
And the coolest thing, all right, just a quick pinpoint before we go to your next question. We had an event here a few weeks ago called Experience, where we had artists come in for 3 days and basically just make a bunch of music, do interviews, take pictures together, network, all that good stuff. So that's where I actually met Riq. And I can attest to like his versatility is on point, because every beat that came up, but he was basically the first one in the booth. It was just like, yeah, I got something of that. 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 And it was like, he was my pick for, you know what I'm saying, this first session of Scrd, because I felt like, to me, he was the artist that I was most like impressed with, motivated by when it came to, you know, hopping on the song next. And that shit was inspiring as fuck. So, yeah. For sure.
Like I appreciate that, because that let me know the the work I've been doing in my crib by myself is working. Like niggas see what I'm doing, opposed to me just being in the crib and doing it and like hoping niggas hear it. Like, all right, let me get out and show my face. And then when I show my face, it's like, no, that should be working. What you do at the crib, bro? Keep going. And she let me know that shit. So I definitely appreciate them words for sure.
that was beautiful. I'm still processing everything that was said, because it was a lot of gems, a lot of energy, and just a lot of intentional sharing. So I'm just soaking it all in. So I can't summarize and give some,
No,
impressive
for sure.
feedback. My second question was, how do you protect your mental health?
I'll answer that. It's real simple. Like, I'm a homebody. I stay in the crib. I call my friends. We play the game. I blow my bud. Therapeutically, I pet my dog. We go out back, run around. It's really, really simple. I'm in the crib with my girl, my best friend. You see what I'm saying? So, like, that's all it is to it. When I really want to let something off, I'm in my studio. Let me write this. And sometimes when I do want to release a tension that I got built up in me, I'll write some shit and it don't even be on point of how I'm feeling. But it's still like I got an energy out. I got something to do that was positive, and I could do something else with it after that, because now I got to mix it. Now I got to play with the beat. I got to do extra shit. So it's like my whole focus is around this positive thing now. So that's how I keep my mental health intact. Like, and I smoke, but like, that's all it is to it. Like, and not to say that the weed is a main factor, but I know if I just sit in the crib and don't blow my bud, I'll get bored and dried out, because the weed motivate me. It motivate me and it influence me. I had to let them know, my fault.
I was looking at my brother.
Oh, that's your brother too?
Yeah, it's my brother too. He needed a lighter. How do I protect my mental health? That's the question. Creating. Like, it's an addiction for me. Like, I absolutely have to create. Like, I'm one of those people where I just always think of ideas. Like, I feel like my part-time job could be being a consultant. Cause like, I'm just like, I don't know, I'm always rolling with ideas, but I feel like whether it's me performing and curating my own shows that I want to perform in because it's something that I want to experience, or curating an experience for other people such as this, even performances, shit, like those things help me stay grounded, you know what I'm saying? Cause I feel like just also kind of going back to the sacrifice thing, I feel like it's a lot of times where in life you feel like you gotta give up certain things, you know, which is like your peace of mind, your time, even if it's like going to a job or something like that. And for me, it's like it's super important to make sure that the time that I spend is, you know, valuable because I'm doing things that I love. Another thing that I do is go outside, soak up the sun, take naps. I'm a Pisces, so I like taking naps. Talk to my friends, and laugh. Laugh. Now, protecting my mental health, I think that just come with like realizing when certain shit is not for me and accepting that and just, you know what I'm saying, keeping it moving. So like if I feel like something is jeopardizing my peace, it gotta go. And yeah, you know, I meditate and pray. That's another thing. So yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome. Okay. Anybody else want the mic?
I can't put the camera on myself and shit though. I would say
Get the camera to home.
Oh, all right. All right, with this being y'all first sacred, how do y'all feel about it? How do y'all feel about it? That's my first question. I just want to warm it up. You know,
All right,
I got some
so-
other shit coming.
I personally feel great about any time I have an idea and then that idea is actualized, because it's like I think Eric Thomas says it like the wealthiest place in the world is the graveyard because people die with so many of their ideas still in them. So like just the fact that we doing this, it's like none of y'all really even had to show up. Like I think Coach said he was supposed to go to work. No, you know what I'm saying? Nick, all of y'all could have literally been anywhere else, but y'all here with us tonight. And so we thank you. But yeah, I think that's fire. I think it was dope. Like the set is fire. You know what I'm saying? The space, the energy, the vibes. Y'all done gave us shots and all that. This joint was
Shot.
I think Sacred was a fucking blast because it had me out here, and that was literally my first time performing and ever sharing my music live
That was your first time?
with anybody.
Can we get a round of applause for that one?
Homebody. Listen, I appreciate y'all for sure. Like, hey, X plug. I've been a couple open mics, but like I work overnight. You feel me? So I got to slide. Like, let me go third. No, that don't work. So, I think it was great. I think what Sacred is doing is great. It give a good outlet for a lot of people to do and show whatever it is they want to do, like no matter what it is, big or small, because look how intimate it is. You get to really talk and have one-on-one questions and conversations with the peers around you, the people that's interested in what you got going on, the music you display, all that cool shit. So I like it. I think it was great. I think it was very successful. And I can't wait for the second one. I can't wait to be in the crowd. I can't wait to perform again. I can't wait to whatever it got in store. I just can't wait because I was a part of the first one, and I think that was historic because I haven't done anything like this before. So whether it's 10, 20, 30, 2,000, 200, you feel me? We going 200 million, you feel me? Megatron, like we gonna go crazy. And because I like to perform, I like to share my energy with people, and I like when they do the same if it's positive. So I think Sacred did very well, and I'm excited to see what's next.
All right, for sure. So I'm not gonna go too crazy. I got crazy questions. You know me. I got some. I want interview mode. But listen. All right. So, what is y'all end goal for this music? Because y'all both talented. But what is y'all end goal? Y'all gonna be doing music forever? Y'all trying to pull a Jay-Z, switch careers? You trying to pull a Ye, become a fashion designer? Or is you just gonna just pull Drake, just keep making albums and just every year until they get tired of you? What's y'all goals?
You mind if I go first? The pros and cons of me having a studio in my crib is that shit forever. When I had kids, nigga, learn how to mix. Like, I'm teaching my kids the next thing, because it's like I feel like music is like a real career like plumbing or fucking landscaping or some shit like that. Because if you could do it, it's really a trait and it's always an outlet for you to go out there and pursue it. You see what I'm saying? And me personally, I think it really worked if you got your little 9 to 5 in the tuck. You see what I'm saying? You got your job, you can run that money up and still pursue your goal till that shit do what it do. I think that's great. So the end goal for me is it don't end. Like at the end of my everything, I just want to still be in my crib, comfortable enough to go to Walmart in my Honda. You see what I'm saying? I don't want nothing crazy. I don't need 30 cars.
How old is too old? Like,
see, I was just talking to my brother about that nigga 2 Chainz. I just turned 31, bro. Like, I don't know when he popped up, but I know that nigga look old when I met him. Like when I ain't meet him in real life, but when I first saw 2 Chainz Jones, I was like, damn, that nigga old as shit. When I seen Titty Boy, I was thinking he old as shit. Like, but that nigga kept going. He been rapping forever, whatever. Like, I don't know his story, but he been doing that shit, so I feel like I could do it because I do it comfortably. You see what I'm saying? How about you, Nut?
I was just talking about the fog machine coming from my left. In the goal. Yeah, I'm definitely more on like mogul mindset, mastermind mindset, MM. In terms of music, I want to do this shit for as long as I love it, I can envision myself, which I do often, performing all over the world, creating music with people that I admire and people that I love. And then in terms of business, like I want to just bring something to, the culture and the industry that is transformational. You know what I'm saying? It's evolutionary, like some shit that niggas ain't never really experienced before. I don't know exactly what that's gonna be. It could be even this, you know what I'm saying? Just the beginning stages of how everything is unfolding right now. But yeah, end goal to be my best. Yeah, endless end goal. Yeah, I just want to be the best. I want to be my best, really, my best. That whatever I do, I want to put all my energy into perfecting my craft and mastering, you know what I'm saying, me. So yeah.
definitely, I really appreciate y'all. Those were some good questions. I got some crazy questions though. I
know you got them
answers,
joints
you feel
in
what
the
I'm saying?
tub.
But y'all answered them very good. Anybody else want to ask these questions?
Let's get like 1, 2 more.
Random question, but are you a sneakerhead? I'm talking to both
definitely not a sneakerhead. I barely even wear shoes. That's a fact.
And if
like,
so, what inspired your collection?
Okay, yeah. I have boots.
I mean, it counts.
Okay. I wouldn't say it's a collection. It's only a couple. But I really appreciate a boot that's comfortable on the inside. You know what I'm saying? And like, it's just stylish, but also simplistic. You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like I'm the type of person, I don't give a fuck what the fashion rules are. I will wear whatever I feel like wearing. Like, if the combination look good to me, I'm going to put it on. And I've been that motherfucker that have on boots and shorts with socks. Like, because for me, it's just like, I'm going to make my own rule. You get what I'm saying? And listen, I don't give a fuck about what he's saying. But yeah, nah, that's for me. And then I got a couple slides too. So my slides, they just gotta be comfortable.
Comfy slides.
You know what I'm saying? I just need some comfy slides. They gotta be durable because I'm gonna wear them bitches until I can't no more. To the strap pop. You get what I'm saying? Like fuzzy slides. You know what I'm saying? A nice little like that Yeezy type of style slide. Right. I don't like the in between the toe slide though.
Oh, the thong Jones. They out of pocket.
Nah, I cannot
like
with the in between the toe
you
slide.
Super kinky if you a man running around with them Jones on, man.
Yeah, nah, I don't like
saying,
the in between the toe slide. Something about that just don't feel right to me. So I like to just slip it right in, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we still talking about. I mean, As long as it slip right in, because if it's forced, then something ain't right.
No, yeah, for sure, for sure.
We gonna leave that there. I'm gonna pass the mic because the topic is changing.
I'm going home like, baby, you like these shoes? Let me slip it right in. Like, what are you talking about? Let me hit it with the shoes on, but what are you talking about? My fault. No, I'm me personally, I'm not a sneakerhead. I like sneakers. I realize I like sneakers that I ain't seen in the streets before. I like sneakers that I can afford now. Like, that's all. I just like the fact that I got options. Because when I grew up, a little quick story, I like to talk. So when I grew up, my mom grabbed them sneaks. It could be some nice joints, some shells, because back in the day it was shell tops, you feel me? And I had some G units, whatever. We whatever it is. I had a one pair of sneaks, but I had them joints 2, 3, 4 school years. Like, no, man, we need new sneaks. So now I'm grown. Once I started getting jobs working for niggas, I'm buying sneaks paychecks. That's what I got. And now I'm not even wearing the same sneaks that week. Like, 'cause I'm not a sneakerhead though. Like, and I'm poor still. Like, my credit great though. Dickheads, what are you talking?
And he owns his home, so he ain't poor or broke.
When your credit good, you can do shit.
No, listen. First of all, we not claiming that. You're rich. You're abundant. Just don't call him and ask him for no money.
You call me, I'm like, look, if you put $200 in Capital One, they can build your credit up and do that for about 6 months. Ask my boys, I told them all.
And when you max it out, pay it back and spend it again?
No, don't max it out.
Don't.
You spend fucking 10% of that shit.
That's what they say.
In 3 months, they gonna be like, all right, bet, take this 500. They gonna give you your 200 back. You do that for another 6 months, they gonna hit you with a band. And keep, no, don't put the mic on me now. Y'all ain't wanna
He said credit. Everybody hit a reek for
That's
all your
free
credit
game.
inquiries.
That's free game right there.
Credit, what do you call it? Lecturing. I got that shit for y'all. Listen, I can get your shit.
All right, so
I
that
can't
was
get it
my
right. I can
question.
just show you
So
how to start.
anybody else got a question?
I was trying to think. Matter of fact, I got a question for my brother. Like, so my brother, he over there in the cut. Shout out to my brother that make all my beats. He go crazy. Shout out to my brother.
That's
Cool
me,
as shit in
my
the
brother.
cut. Listen, so my brother, during the pandemic, what actually made you want to buy any of the shit that you bought? Because that's what really got us doing this shit here today with Scrd. No bullshit. So what inspired that? What made you want to just, I'm going to spend all this money on, you feel me? We was stuck in the crib, but what made you, where was your mind at? Because, hold on, before you answer that,
All right.
we done been outside dancing. We done been to parties. We done had girls dance on us, and he never caught it, the beat. He never caught it. But he make all my beats and they be the right beats every time. Like, so where how did you manage to do that? Like, 2 questions. How did you manage to what made you want to buy your shit and lock in being producer? And how did you manage to find your own rhythm? Because a lot of his beats are unorthodox. No offense. No offense, you feel me? But how did you manage to do that? Like, how did you manage to make them Jones work and go? Listen to this, bro. Here, I got another one for you. Listen to this, bro. Bro, send me a beat. Hold on, I got you. Listen to this, bro. Like, how did you do that?
All right. I'll answer all those questions now. Give me the first one again. I'm a little lit.
During the pandemic,
All right.
what made you want to buy all your equipment?
The equipment. I actually took a bunch of acid tabs that night, and I wanted
Everything makes sense now.
Listen. I wanted to work on some music. I was trying to get a little creative. We had the Camp Collective that we had started back in 2016.
Right.
And I didn't really know what my purpose was within the camp. I like to do the whole modeling thing on Instagram, but that was cool. I was like, all right, what else can I do in a creative aspect? So I took a bunch of acid tabs because acid was fun back in college. And I decided to put together this playlist called Reservations at the Rose Garden. And it didn't slap the same way it did when I put the playlist together, obviously, because I was off my shit. But when it came down to it, I was like, I can still do this in some new aspects. So I was like, all right, let me just buy this equipment real quick. I'm staying at home. I'm working from home. I'm not having to pay any bills. So fuck it. Let's just learn something. I decided to do that. I picked up that craft. And then from there.
So from there, where the fuck did you find the rhythm? Like, being my brother, where'd you find the rhythm, bro? Because I know it. Like, where did you find it, bro? Like,
I honestly don't know. It really
and I believe him.
It really
right?
just come down to me clicking the buttons, lining it up. It's like a puzzle piece.
Yeah, you always
I
been
always
saying
say
it.
it's like a puzzle. So
Listen, he could do a puzzle.
I never do a fucking puzzle a day in my life.
My fault.
But when it came down to doing that shit, that's probably the best thing I ever decided I wanted to do.
Right.
When it came down to having a nice little passion.
Oh, all right. That's great, man. Well, I appreciate everything you do. If I never told you, because
I
look at this
appreciate that,
now.
bro.
Like, you over there cool as shit, red hat, glasses on, talking to me with a mic. Going crazy, my brother.
Y'all gonna see me in here. I'm gonna be less lit. We're gonna have nice conversations. But
Talk
you mean we
about
over
it.
here.
We got any more questions?
I actually got a question for my brother.
Oh, all right.
What's up?
Shout out to your siblings.
To the Sibbies.
So that the name of your playlist,
Mhm.
where did that's like a? Can you say the name of the playlist one more time?
Reservation at the Rose Garden.
Where did that come from? Tell me all about that. That sound like a whole album. That sound
Look.
like something you should be doing for yourself.
When it come down to it, all right, hold on, let me come over there, yeah.
There we go. Get on the couch. Oh, that's not a reservation seat. Seat not reserved.
I apologize, everybody.
This is genuine right here. You cannot make this shit up,
Look, it's real. We here.
sir.
So look, when it came down to Reservation at the Rose Garden, when it comes down to every beat or song or playlist that I decide to make, it really just comes from random things that I'm looking at. So as I was driving down the road, I was in West Philly at the time. I looked over to my right, and there was a bunch of leaves on the floor. It was fall. I looked out there. It looked like a rose garden, but obviously it was fall leaves. But you mean that's just where the playlist came from?
Was this why you still was on acid tabs?
No. I was just driving. I was
So-
just driving at the time.
Is there a sound? I know that's the name. Is there a sound behind that? Is there a vibe?
I like to make music that I can either drive fast to, drive slow to, something that makes me feel like sunrise or sunset. So for the most part, that's where all my vibes come from.
Solid. I could dig it.
Yeah.
Amen.
And that's great, 'cause when you hear that, you hear my music. Like, when you hear that he like sunrise, sunset, like drive fast, drive slow, like 3 of them fucking 4 I'm mobbing off of. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I could rap to the sunrise shit. I could rap to the sunset shit. I could rap to the drive slow shit. I could make an AMP off the drive fast shit. You see what I'm saying? So your vibes be
I'm
crazy.
still just trying to tap into different elements and different vibes, honestly. I find different artists that I fuck with, and then I just say, all right, like I'm listening to the production before I'm listening to the lyrics.
Right.
And then from there, I'm like, all right, I want to try to find some sounds like that. Like I'm a sample type of guy. I'll pick a sample up and then I'll cut it up and splice it up how I need to, and then make my beats from there.
Right.
Also, everything that we're listening to in the background is also produced by me.
My brother. Shout out to my brother.
Appreciate that.
It's crazy to say, piggyback off what you was saying. Like, when I first met Nip, she said, so what color y'all feeling to this beat? I said, what the fuck?
Did it say that shit?
I'm thinking like, all right, I never tapped into a color when it came down to writing. I tapped into experiences, places, people, things, shit that I want to do, shit that I seen. But when it come down to colors, I was like, all right, so this is what I'm writing about. Like, I didn't really see a color, but once that project of the song came about, I saw it. It was right there. Like, I forget what color it was, because I was in there writing my ass off.
I don't know what beat y'all talking
It
about.
was one of your beats, I think, too.
You talking about this shit the other
It was
day?
the first joint. Yeah, it was one of the first joints, because we just went in there and cooked. But like, that's definitely crazy. Like, your sunrise, sunset, her colors. Like, I learned how to tap into different reasons for. Yeah, probably. That's nice.
Well, thank you guys for having me. My brother, Riqdoe, Neptune, I love you all. Have a good night.
Trying to lead me in the
Shout
dip.
out to my
I'm gonna stay
brother.
right
Yeah,
here.
don't fall
I'm
in
gonna
the ditch.
slide just a little bit over. Is that all our questions?
I appreciate you, bro.
Somebody
What we
pass him a
talking about?
microphone.
What we talking about?
So just for Scrd, people that are out there in the world, Scrd is a dope. This is the first one, right?
Yeah.
This shit is dope. Like, the experience, the vibe, the people. It's all worth it. It's worth the investment. So very well put together. This shit is dope, and I think it should go on forever. I think this is like Breakfast Club level type shit.
Okay. Sacred
So,
until
for the record,
infinity.
My question to Neptune XXI, colors. That is interesting. What about colors? Because I feel like colors are, me and Plug talked about orange and what that means and represents. But colors, what about colors moves you, or how do you correlate that, or how is that cohesive with music?
All right, so how do I put this into words? So first of all, like I was telling y'all before, I'm very unorthodox. So but I also go a lot off of like feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like logic is great and we all want things to make sense because it gotta make sense. Certain shit don't make sense, it ain't worth doing. But with colors, they carry vibrations just like words do or frequencies do. And just a little quick little sidebar. I got into color, like I guess you would call it color theory, a couple years ago because I felt called to or inspired to wear all white. So I was wearing all white for like 2 years straight. I was actually talking to Ham about this earlier. I was wearing all white for like 2 years straight, and everybody like, yo, why you keep wearing all white? Why you keep wearing all white? So I actually looked up the color. Well, it's actually not the color at all, but I looked it up, and white is the one hue that doesn't absorb energy in return. So like, for example, how people say like, oh, when you wear black, you get hot quick. You know what I'm saying? Or if you wearing black, it literally absorbs everything. So like blue, orange, green, purple, like all of these colors hold the frequency. So when I'm getting into like creating music, even how I described the Plug, he like, what type of beat you want to make? I'm like, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of blue, you know, with some like ocean waves, which is my default mood. But it's just like something about the color and the beat just seem to go together. You know what I'm saying? Like if you listen to a song in the same way that you can pinpoint like scenery, like, oh, this makes me feel like I'm at the beach, or this makes me feel like I'm laying in the bed cuddling, or you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like all of those moods have colors and shades that also match them. So for me, it's like the color is just more so to put everybody in the same headspace, like in terms of collaboration. So like if we don't have a theme or like a specific topic, it's like, all right, well, let me give you this color. Because 9 times out of 10, even if you don't tell people what to write about, the color will they'll naturally identify certain emotions with a color. Like red, you know, red is your root chakra. So it's like some people can say grounded, some people can say angry, hype, but all of these colors are associated with red. Just like if somebody said yellow, they'd be like, oh, this is happy, this feels bright. I feel, you know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like the color is almost like a broad umbrella to get to a certain mood. And in this case, a certain story when you're writing a song.
And to piggyback off that, when she gave me a color, it was like that was a topic. And it's not like I was rapping about, let's say the color was turquoise. It wasn't like I was rapping about turquoise. But I was in there though. Like I'm in there and everything around me is not turquoise, but it's like this is how I feel during these lyrics. This is what I'm gonna produce during these lyrics because this is the energy of this color. We was in Studio A. It was just a blue room. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, but that's what I felt. Whatever color she was like, this what we on, this how I feel, this what we should do.
Do you remember what you felt? Turquoise actually?
Turquoise wasn't the color. She said she think it was orange, but
It was either orange or blue. I feel like I don't even know. I would have to know the song. Like
yeah,
what was the first song?
I'm not sure. We did a couple Jones. So that's the thing too. Like, but I
Yeah.
know the energy from whatever color it was, it kept going. It kept ascending. So it was like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
It was like for sure. I make all my
He
music
told you they
in
was
my
like,
crib,
what the like what's he talking
so
about?
when I was in there, I was telling Plug, bro, I got a hook. He like, all right, hold on. He making a beat though. All right, let me know when you're ready, Plug. Yeah, I'm ready when you are. It's just me on the side. All right, hold on. All right, yeah, give me a minute. Because I got a bunch of people, so this is what I'm going to do, which is my best, and I want to see what y'all got because I already did my best. But after I come out the booth, asking that what I'm doing, I'm writing a verse now because I got hooks for niggas. I got verses too, but I could do another one. I could top what I did. Whether y'all top what I did or not, I could go crazy. So that was my first time being in that experience because I like challenging myself, and I never seen a person in front of me that compete as crazy as I do. So I like that. It was a great experience.
Definitely had the vibe.
For sure.
You said you had another question? Or you oh, okay.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh, Sage got another question. You can yell it out.
My last question was, how would you describe your relationship with God or higher power?
Well, I'll answer that first. I'll explain it as transparency and karma. Like I done did so much, I done pinpointed all my karma that I've been through. Like it's not a time that I don't go through no hard shit right now. Like so, like everything that I've been through that was a bad situation is like, oh, cause I did that. I know that. And during those times, I don't get mad. I don't fault it. I have a conversation. I talk up, you see what I'm saying? And then from there, I just keep moving forward doing the things that's positive that I know I'm supposed to do to make sure I go in the right way. Like, I make sure I walk in his light. I make sure I talk to him. I'm not big on reading shit. I don't go crazy, but I write with main cuz every day. And I walk in his light, and he got me because that's all I've been saying. I've been doing so much better. So that's how I make sure that's how I answer your question.
Said, I talk to God every day.
Yeah.
That's my bestie.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal question. I feel like my relationship with God is everything because I wouldn't even be here. I'm on that type time, you know, like I grew up in the church, but I kind of veered off from that once I started learning more, actually studied theology and learned, you know what I'm saying, about like what I was being taught growing up. And the biggest thing that I took away from that is like, if you created in the image of something, that also makes you part of whatever that is.
For sure.
So that's why I even started, you know what I'm saying, my set off with God body, because it's like a lot of people don't say that they're God for certain reasons. It's like nobody's saying you the almighty creator of all things, because we know you didn't create the sun, heaven, the moon, and the goddamn fish and all that. But you are a creator, and we do have the ability to create multiple things. Like, you know, the possibilities are infinite. And I feel like my relationship with that energy that's called God is what really keeps me going. It's what, you know what I'm saying, makes me do the things that I do, you know what I'm saying, even in the ways that I engage with other people, because I feel like, you know, unconditional love is a real thing. And so having a relationship with an energy that you can also embody, I feel like that shit just, it's so deep, it's almost no words for it.
It's
you know
like
what I
loving
mean?
yourself.
Yeah, it absolutely is. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, bro, that shit is just so, it's so deep, you know?
Not
and
to
you
cut
can,
off, but like, I'm sorry.
hold on, let me say one thing. You can literally communicate with God whenever you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, people think that meditating is just like sitting in one space and like, you know what I'm saying, doing this and chatting and shit. But like, meditation is really anything when you like are in oneness with God, focusing on your breath. And you can do that. Like, I be doing that shit on a regular basis. Like, even if I'm in conversation with somebody. So it's like, yo, it's fucking important. You got, I feel like if you don't know God, you don't know yourself.
Yes. And to say that, I want to say is like, at what point or period would you stop loving yourself to the highest point? And it's like, you don't, because you got that in you. Like you said, the energy of God. So it's like, you got that energy in you to never stop loving yourself. And that's because it just instilled in you. I don't got no way to explain it. I ain't even gonna try to get deep. It just instilled in you. So
God body.
you feel me?
God level.
21.
I was about to say, what? 21.
21.
All right, cool. So we gonna wrap up. First of all, thank y'all for all y'all questions. Y'all
Thank you,
definitely help keep the vibes going, which we appreciate. We're still recording, so I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming out, for tuning in to the first session of Scrd Live. We gotta clap it up for our first feature ever, Riqdoe.
Who, me? Thank you.
We gotta give it up one time for Flex Space.
Flex Space.
We gotta give it up for the platform in itself, Scrd.
Crazy. Sacred.
And my
Shout out
name
Scrd.
is Neptune XXI.
Neptune.
I am your host and curator of Scrd Live, and that's a wrap.
21.
Can I get a 21? Hey.
Hey.
Cut the camera.